everybody, welcome back. If you've just stumbled upon this channel, my name is Lizzie, and I am the owner, CEO, designer, graphics administrator, not those two things together, cleaner, and general dog's body for Thistle and Bard. It is a one-woman show currently. Who knows what the future may bring. I am Lizzie. Welcome, be welcome, come on in. This is Thistle and Bard. And what do we do here? Well, I say we a lot, and I actually mean I. We make fancy inspired gifts, stationery, and clothing. And we've been doing so for this year, will be our 5th year, which is going to be a very special thing, but more on that another time. So, welcome back. This is video number 2. We've made it to video number 2. The real challenge will be, do we make it to video number 3? You may notice that I'm looking a little bit more slouchy today. It's because here in the UK, it is pretty cold. Currently, it's about 2 degrees, which is not as the coldest it's been, to be honest, but it is, it's still pretty cold, and it feels pretty cold here in the studio. So it feels pretty cold. So, I am currently wearing my big purple heather jumper in order to keep myself nice and warm. There we go. It was going to be a no makeup day today as well. Primarily because I've had a tooth removed. So one side of my face, this side of my face, is consequently a little bit sore, to be brutally honest. You'll also notice that we have done something about the lighting situation. I am recording this now at a different time of day in a different part of the studio with ring lights and things set up, because outside it is still pretty miserable. It's very foggy. It's not very nice, I suppose. But then I suppose it is January, and we can, I suppose we can forgive it a little bit. But yeah, so anyway, that is the welcome. Be welcome. Today, we are going to be looking at stickers. So stickers is one of the big things. I actually sell an alarming amount of stickers, really. Last year was the first year that I added sticker sheets to my collection, and I also included small collectible sticker packs known as Enchantables, ready to stick on all of your favorite bits and pieces and enchant your books, your journal notes, your water bottle, and anything else you feel like needs that extra little bit of magic. So today we're actually going to be looking at those rather than sticker sheets. I get my sticker sheets physically made for me because it's more cost effective, comes out better, and I can get them done in bulk in a relatively short period of time without having to think about it too much. In short, I get to do the fun bit, and someone else gets to do the slightly more taxing bit. However, today we're going to go and make stickers. Now, in case you haven't been looking at our social media, or my social media for Thistle and Bard, then I'm going to ask you where you've been. Go there right now. Pause this video. Pause it. You paused. You know, statistically, only 30% of you will actually pause it at this point. Are you that 30%? Anyway, welcome back. You're going to pause it because in a minute you are going to go, and if you haven't done it already, again, pause the video. Go and look at our social media. So you can find us at Facebook. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on Pinterest. You can find us on Threads. Again, we're thinking about TikTok at some point this year, although I'm not sure about that given the status of what's happening with TikTok and everything at the moment, which I'm sure all of you are readily aware of. And I can't really comment because I don't know enough about TikTok to do so. So yeah, but go ahead, go like, subscribe to those social media channels, because if you had been like to subscribe to those social media channels, you would know that there is, well, not one, not two, but actually three fairly important and exciting things going on there at the moment. However, the one that we're going to be looking at today is the first launch of the year, and the first launch of the year is going to be Druid Circles. Yes, we are going and hoping, fingers crossed, for kind of like the warmer weather of life to kind of like kick in. It is the season of new things. People might think that's spring, but I actually think it's January, because January is the month where statistically people are most motivated to do new things, because it's the beginning of the year. So yeah, it is the season of new things. And we're going to make some stickers for it. In fact, we're going to do a sticker prototype today. I always like to do a single run, see how it looks, whether or not it needs any adjustments, and then I go and make all the rest of them. Because yes, I do make some of my stickers in-house. So we're going to be doing that. So we're going to be making some new Enchantables today. And see how they look and how I feel about them. And there'll be a pack of Enchantables that'll be going alongside the Druid release, which will be releasing on February 1st. So if you're watching this in February, you might have missed it, but there will be something still there. I don't tend to do too many things on limited run, so head over there and go have a look. In fact, even if it isn't February 1st, head over there and go and have a look anyway, because there are so many other things on there. We currently have roughly 250 products on the online store. I guarantee you there'll be something that takes your fancy. Anyway, yes, Enchantables. So, like I said, Enchantables are sticker packs. They're mini sticker packs rather than big sticker packs, and they are specifically designed to just be collectible. They have nice little collectible backing cards. So there's a few things that we need to kind of like make and do. And we need to print them out, cut them out, and see how we think about them. Which means that I'm now going to have to adjust the camera so that you can be able to see things. And yeah, let's go and create some Enchantables. Yes, so I know I said we were making stickers, and trust me, we are. But how did we get here? Well, the beginning of the design process for a launch looks something like this. Here I am sketching design traditionally to help inform the direction I want the launch to look and the type of colour palette I think will work well. I adjust this later in Clip Studio Paint, and then when I start rendering the final pieces, I'll finalise these colours. Sometimes I'll add colours and sometimes I will remove them. Or I will simply tweak how warm or cold they look to better look on the physical pieces that I'll be making. I always remember that whatever colour I see on the screen will not necessarily be the colour that it looks when it's printed. So using acrylic markers helps me understand what these colours might look like on the printed piece. In this magical world, we can be what we want to be. And then, obviously, once we've put the pieces together, we've zipped forward in time considerably here. We then change them and see what they look when they're all together. So here I am using Canva, which is my preferred one that I like to use, just to kind of like slideshow and see how things are, tweak things if necessary, and have a look at how all the colours kind of like fit together, which will then go on and help inform me on what colours I want to use when I'm doing the sticker packs, because the sticker packs are always a little bit different because they're designed to be a little bit more generic, as they'll be with me for much longer than maybe the release will. Let's get on with doing some stickers though. In this magical world, we can be what we want to be. In this magical world, so much to see. Okay, so we've got our initial image, and I'm relatively happy with it. It's a little bit brown that I worry about, but yeah. First thing that you might notice is that my Enchantables, which of these, are a little bit of a different style to some of the other stuff. And that's because these are actually designed at a younger audience. Now, ironically, more adults buy these than kids, and I can't explain to you the reason why. But they were designed initially for kind of like, children's gifts, fit nicely inside an envelope, make a nice little birthday present, or just a nice treat, My son loves stickers, so consequently, I decided to make some stickers. And I've got some plans, like, my son has been hammering me for a particular kind of design that may or may not be coming in April. But but I have been working on for probably, I've been tinkering with it for about part of a year, but we're currently doing Druids, and then we're going to be doing that one. And then we've got the 5th birthday party, so which is going to be really exciting. Anyway, so we've got our Enchantable stickers. I currently already have, which I hadn't forgotten about, but I currently already have a nature set of Enchantable stickers, but they are very kind of like generic nature. So they include things like bugs, flowers, butterflies, birds, that kind of thing. And I wanted to do one that was a little bit more fantasy version, So consequently, that's what this one's about, because it's to go with the Druid launch. So this is my happy little yoga Druid with some flowers and some growing plants. She's got little elf ears, which is adorable. So yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to print this out. I always do one set. I'll cut out one set and kind of put the whole lot together, and we'll see what it kind of like looks like, whether or not I'm happy with it, basically. So yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. In order to do it, my chair has slipped. There we go. We're going to have to turn that on. And then we are going to, I'm going to turn you very slightly this way. There we go. We are going to, please don't mind the mess. I know it's very messy at the moment. We're going to need some sticker paper. No, I've just realised I normally use the vinyl sticker paper for this, and for that, the flowers actually do need to be the size that they were. Let's see if I can go back on this. Yes, haha, huzzah. Okay, cool. We'll just put them back to where they were, and the size they were, because my vinyl sticker paper is actually a different size to my other sticker paper, and it needs quite a big gap of white at the bottom. Right, okay. Now I've got to see if I can find it. It's here somewhere. Nope. Shiny. Aha! There we go. So yeah, so I like to do a vinyl set for these, and as you can see, it's actually at American size. It's American letter sizing rather than the size that I would normally do. So yeah, so we're gonna print one out. We'll see how it goes, but I like to do the vinyl for these because it's quite nice. So let's pop that in there. Check that's the right way around. Yes. Okay. Right. So what we do is I'm going to be saving this as a PDF for print. And we'll put it to CMYK because that's great for printing. Download. Right, so we'll give that a second and then we'll print that off. You may have noticed that I'm using Canva. This is not sponsored by Canva. I just find Canva very easy to use for pushing stuff around on a piece of paper effectively, even if it is a virtual piece of paper. I just find it much easier to use. There's no frill stuff to kind of, to deal with, like there is with Photoshop sometimes. You literally select your group, you move it around. You could use Word for this if you were using Microsoft, but I just prefer Canva. So, yeah. Okay, so that is currently doing its thing. We can get rid of some of these windows because we don't need them. Oh, yeah, there's me. It's going to be a relatively big file, I think. But yeah. Okay, we have our sticker sheet. Everything looks great. It's all a nice size. It'll fit inside there. So now all we need to do is cut it out. Now, typically what I tend to do is I'll have something going and I'll be watching something, usually on YouTube, maybe having a snack or something whilst I do this. I can move those out of the way now. I will actually cut these out by hand. So, and that'll just tell me like how they look and things. At the moment, I'm looking at them going, I'm liking them. They look very cool. I think these are going to work out great. So let's cut these out. And this is kind of fairly standard. You'll find that most small businesses, even really big brands, will do a little basically preview, see what it looks like before they go into kind of like bulk manufacturing and things like that. I also do this for my sticker sheets as well. So I will print out, they obviously won't be peelable, but I'll print out on, I have a paper type here that's just behind me. That it has a slightly kind of laminated surface that's very similar to the paper my sticker sheets comes on. And I tend to find that when I print out on it, the colours are very similar too, even though they use a slightly different printer. It's similar enough. So I basically print them out, cut them to size, do all the corner rounding and things that I would have on my normal sticker sheets. And then I will photograph them, see what they look on photographs, because the camera is always horrific. But I will see how they look. And then I'll decide whether or not it needs a tweak, because it is better for me to make a kind of like a small run like this and then go and make the tweaks later than it is for me to kind of do a production run. I'll need to find out that the colours were too light for the printer to pick up, so the whole look looks very washed out, or to find out that they're too close together to be able to feasibly be cut, or any of those things. There's a lot of things that can go wrong with stickers. So let's go and cut these out, and I will probably watch some YouTube whilst I'm doing it, and then we'll see how they look. We'll make a little backing sheet, and then we'll take a look at them. So I will see you in a bit. Okay, let's turn you around here again. So, yeah. So, I've done a first cutout, and they are looking great. Like I said, it's really important to do the first run, because I have noticed there is one small tweak that I do need to do, and that is with this one. The hands are very, very close, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because you're using up that free space. But if I struggle to cut this, it will definitely be a struggle to get those cuts. So they need to be pushed apart a little bit so that they can be cut properly and things. But yeah, so but they're looking fantastic. They look great like this. And stickers are one of the most dropping them all over the place now. Stickers are one of the most popular items inside my shop. They are one of the items that I don't keep around all year round, so I'll make a batch. If it sells out really quickly, I'll make a further batch. But it's what I like to call a splash product, which basically means once the fervor for it starts to die down, I'll make a final batch and then that'll be it. So otherwise, I would have so many loose stickers hanging around me right now. It would not be feasible to continue doing. So that's what I do. And that's the same with the Enchantables packs as well. Although with those, I tend to have an idea of like how many I'm making. And then I will make that many, and that's how many I have. And if they sell out really quick, then they sell out really quick. And if they don't sell out really quick, then I have some for later on. But so far, I've managed to get them pretty much spot on. We've got like 3 lots of the garden ones, the spring ones. We've got a bit more of the super special glittery Halloween ones. And then we've got about 3 left of when we did Mermaid last year. So far I've managed to kind of get them pretty much spot on. And then we're going to have these kind of like elf druid ones. So they've cut out really nicely. They look really good. They're a little bit, I think, possibly chunkier than the ones I've done before. Although actually looking at this one, they're probably on par. But yeah, so they look really good. But yeah, stickers are one of my biggest selling products. And I've noticed that over the last few years, stickers have been the thing that a lot of people, it's currently the going trend. Everyone who owns a small business that is artwork based has stickers in their shop somewhere. Every single person has stickers in their shop somewhere. And I wondered to myself why stickers are so popular. And I think I know the reason why. I think it's because in today's economy, it's really, really hard for people to find money to be able to splash out on bigger items. It doesn't mean that they don't. It just means that they save up for them. But I think a lot of people want to be able to support their favorite creators, their favorite artists consistently, but maybe don't want to commit to a subscription like Patreon or anything like that. And stickers are a great way to do that because they're cheap. The shipping for them is usually fairly cheap as well. And they're fairly easy to get through customs as well as stickers. So I think that's the reason why. I think it's because people want to support artists and creators with a small value item that they can then use to decorate their items, decorate other people's items. I usually have 1 or 2 sheets of my own stickers that I use to decorate the parcels that go out. Assuming there aren't absolutely tons of them. So yeah, but I think that's the reason why stickers are so popular. I still think it's incredibly amusing that my Enchantable stickers are used more by or picked up and used more by adults than they are for kids, or than they are kids. I mean, I suppose it's possible that maybe the adults buy them and then give them to their kids. I know a lot of the users and I know they don't have kids. So either way, I still think that is fairly hilarious that they are used more by adults than they are by kids, despite the fact that I designed these sticker packs specifically with kids in mind. So anyway, so we're going to create some backing sheets. I'm probably not going to take you with me for that, but we're going to create some backing sheets. We'll come back and I'll show you the finished product when it's inside its bag. It won't take too long now. But that is basically how I create my stickers. And there we have it. So I've just done a complete run of making a preview sticker set just to see how it looks. And if you're interested, this is what it looks like now. Very adorable, very cute, very much designed for kids, but picked by adults. And another Enchantable sticker set will be coming in the next release, coming very, very soon. You'll be able to pick up your Druid Enchantable sticker sets, plus all the other Druid launch bits from February the 1st, which happens to be the day that something else very exciting is happening. And that thing is a brand new themed newsletter. Now, I've done newsletters before, and over the Christmas period, I ran the festive newsletter, which was a little bit of everything. It showed you some cool gift ideas, did you a countdown for Christmas, started in November, and it ran for 2 months with one every single week. And I'm not going to lie, it nearly broke me a little bit. I did feel I was running out of ideas towards the end of what more Christmassy stuff I could find. However, themed newsletters are one of my favorite things to do. And for the next one we're going to do is called The Guild. Ooh. So inside the Guild, this is a newsletter for adventurers. It very much encompasses everything that I love about this Lombard. It is all about fantasy and fantasy worlds, and RPG gaming and all of that kind of thing. But the newsletter itself is fairly generic. You could use it for all sorts of different things. Now, if you've been looking at my social media page or the social media pages for this number, you will have already noticed some of this coming up, because the last date to sign up for it is also February the 1st, because February the 1st, the first issue will go out. Now, if you've joined our newsletters beforehand, and you should have done, then you will notice that you've had kind of like a little preview. We showcased kind of the background, the headers, or the heading, and I also showed off the. I also spoke about how it was going to look and things like that. So you've had a little bit of a sneaky peek. I assure you, it will look a little bit different to other newsletters if you've joined with us before. However, it will include all sorts of good, fantastic fantasy stuff. There will be lore in there. On mythical creatures, fantasy worlds, all sorts of things like that. Good stuff. You'll also find, obviously, there is the Heroes Cache with suggestions of cool fancy items that you might want to get. Hint, hint, as the first issue is going to be the Circle Awakens, or the Grove Awakens for Druid Circles. It's going to be very heavy on that theme. So the items inside the Druid Cache might well be Druid items from that launch. But there'll also be things like community challenges, discount scrolls, and all the works like that. It's going to be great fun. It will come out every 2 weeks. So the next one will come out on Valentine's Day, and after the first one, obviously. And I'm really looking forward to it. If you haven't signed up, then I will leave a link in the description below for you to go and do that again. Just one more reminder to make sure that you have liked and hit that little notification bell, and if you haven't already, but subscribe, hit that little notification bell, come over and join us on Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, and all those good places. Let me know what you think of the new stickers and the new Druid launch coming out in the comments below, and I will see you for another video very soon. Step into the spotlight, here I am, shining bright like a diamond in the glam. Every move I make, they know my name. In the center of the stage, I claim my fame.